From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game. I'm Nikodas.
And I'm still Grebog. Yes, we'll go years doing this, saying still Grebog. This is episode 119, Spooktacular. So yeah, we're delving into the new event tonight. Oh, Nikodas?
Not that we haven't done this before.
Yeah, not that we haven't done this before. There is a fake Grebog out there, so beware of him. I don't know who that might be. or I could do my DM left.
Oh. You know what? You know what? Let's just start off with that. So, in my week, Grebog decided to set up our D&D party against a freaking death knight, like a full-on death knight. I don't know what else to say about that. He even had helpers with him. Like, that was a tough fight. We're level 12, which is not low by any stretch of the imagination. We're high mid-level characters. But still, like a full-on death knight. This was a good fight. It was challenging. Grebog was very good at using tactics and having him act like almost like a battlefield commander. Like, he was kind of sitting back for a while and letting his little minions kind of soften us up and then launching spells at us. Like, it was just a really cool fight. And when I first saw the image that he dropped of who we were fighting, I'm like, no, there's no way that's a Death Knight. Of course, I hovered over the little icon there. Sure enough, Death Knight. And I'm like, oh man, we are so dead. we did come through the fight, although we had to go through a lot of resources to make it happen. But we did come out on top, and it was just a really well done fight. So
did lose a bear.
Yeah, we did lose, and the horses.
I felt bad just for a little bit, but then they're like, they're horses.
Other than the D&D game, which again was just a lot of fun, I've been in the process of changing jobs and fighting an illness. So outside of Star Trek Online and our Fleet Week stream and our regular streams that we had going on, I actually have not done a whole lot of other gaming. Breath of the Wild a little bit. I've made a shopping list that I need for Breath of the Wild. So all the items I need to upgrade my gear is now on a shared shopping list. It's called AnyList, and it's what my wife and I used to use for our regular shopping list before we found better apps. But I've turned it into my Breath of the Wild shopping list, and it's weird typing stuff in there like, Keith's eyes and wings and Lionel guts and stuff. But I have a whole list. It's been really cool. But that's it for me. What about you, Grebog?
So I in D&D I put my party up against the Death Knight because, and as to whether it was Blood, Frost, or Unholy, I would probably say this one was very much unholy, because it was lobbing death at people. But yeah, I knew you guys could handle it. I knew it would be a challenging fight, and he wasn't. So they learned also from that fight that there are essentially lieutenants. Think of Lord of the Rings ring wraith style hunting down the hobbits, trying to find the party. They don't know where exactly the party is, but there are these at least one Death Knight, maybe other Death Knights out there that are hunting the party, trying to find out where they are, where they're going, what they're doing. So this one doesn't get to report back. But
That was tough. I'm glad, we didn't get more than one at a time. That might have been a thing. We've got Pale Chimera in chat.
would you like to drop? No, thanks. I'm not gonna finish
Okay.
that one.
Anyway, moving right along.
Anyway,
What
but
else you got?
let's see. I've been playing a fair amount of STO. Fleet Week happened. That was amazing. That was awesome. Had a lot of fun doing the Fleet Week stream, and I still plan on. So okay, because Nikodas' schedule might be in flux, we've talked about some options. No matter what, there will be streaming on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That will be STO content. We might have to shift because of his work schedule when we are recording the episode for the week. But no matter what, tonight we will. If Nikodas is off at work, I will still be streaming tonight. If all thing, I figure keep streaming going, no matter what, on the nights that we normally go, for the fact that you guys all show up and cheer us on and support us. I want to keep that going, so I'd like to keep at least a schedule for that for you all. Let's see. Game wise, I've been playing a lot of, like I said, STO. Playing some WoW. I've been kind of taking a chill response with WoW for the fact that, it's winding down. The expansion's coming. I did hop on my hunter for the first time in a while and had him running around. I don't know how much I'll play the hunter. The hunter is way, way behind on gear. Last time I ran the hunter was in Sanctum of Domination. So, yeah. Outside of that, outside of WoW and STO, what have I been doing? Fleet Week took up probably, I think, most of my time. Because I was hanging out with some of the other content creators. I was, with their streams. I was doing stuff to get ready for our stream. Yeah, that was it was a fun week. So, yeah, I think that's
All right.
everything I got.
I suppose I should mention, since we're talking about D&D, I started a new D&D game on Wednesday this last week. We had our session 0, and for those that don't know, session 0 is essentially the brainstorming. Like, you get together, you make your characters, you discuss backgrounds. The DM has the opportunity to give some details on the world and like common knowledge, and then everybody gets to ask questions to just kind of hammer out some details. Uh, and I did play a very short kind of introductory adventure for everybody. Um, and I mean, everybody came through it okay. Characters were made. Adjustments are still being made. But it was a good time. So I'll kind of keep you guys updated on how that goes as well. It's a Spelljammer campaign, which is D&D in space.
Ooh.
So yeah, I almost forgot about that. That was why I had to leave the stream with you to go run that.
And then I came along after that and created my cleric, and I had an interesting concept. Well, an interesting thought after the fact on the cleric. I made a plasmoid cleric, which I'm using the deity Avandra from Critical Role as my like the Changebringer as my deity, because basically my character is all change. It's constant, it's a plasmoid. It's living change essentially. So,
It's an interesting concept.
and then being a plasmoid, as a bonus action, I can create a pseudopod that can reach out 10 feet and touch somebody, essentially. Which means if, let's say, I can't get close enough to one of my allies and I need to heal, I can reach out and touch them with my pseudopod. Which will be kind of funny the first time that happens. But
all right.
yeah.
So that's all the updates for us this week in STO. We have a new event started called Fall of the Old Ones. We'll talk about that down below. It basically runs from now until November 3rd. And the Farragut, I don't remember if we talked about this or not
I
in a
think
previous episode. So
briefly.
I added it in here. The Farragut Temporal Cruiser was added to the Infinity Lockbox. This is the for those who watch Strange New Worlds. This is the ship that they showed um, Kirk in command of. So it's an interesting looking ship. I'm not exactly sure what I think about it. It's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do the next two.
And they also announced during Fleet Week that we were getting 2 more Zen ships. There, it sounded like they were going to be in a bundle together. Um, as to when they're hitting the store, they didn't specify. They were just more or less releasing basic information about them because it was Fleet Week. They wanted to show off 2 ships that they were working on and getting ready for us. I would expect that they will come out either late this month or sometime in November, would be my guess. Um, and those 2 ships, one's the Hiawatha, which is going to be a science carrier. Um, it a lot of people apparently in the stream made jokes about the fact that it kind of looks like a phallic symbol. So it does look a bit like that, but it's the Hiawatha. I think that was probably in a game. I can't remember what game that was in. And then also we're getting the Norway, which is going to be an escort. Well, yeah. And that was definitely, I believe, in a. Oh no, that was First Contact. The escort. It was in, I believe, it was a very small ship, and First Contact. And so the Norway is coming as well. It kind of reminds me of a bit of a the appearance, uh, like the Steam Runner, but just obviously different modifications build to it. I've always kind of felt that looked a bit like the Steam Runner, but yeah. Anyway, and they had sales this last weekend. Unfortunately, they are all over for keys and Lobby. So hopefully you got what you wanted. Though they will always be doing more sales, and yeah, they haven't done the big Lobby sale, which what I call a big Lobby sale is the 50% off Lobby. And I expect that might be coming on Black Friday or around Black Friday. One can hope.
They also talked about. I'm pulling it up on my screen here. So they are going to update some of the older cryptic design ships that were first launched with the game. They're talking about like the Vesper,
Oh,
which is what I have up now. Um, Possibly the Excalibur class.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I guess they said that ultimately they would like to update all of the older models in the game. I just want to point out that they don't normally do that unless they have a reason to do that. So we might be getting uh, like new tier 6 versions of these ships. I don't know, but they showed those two in particular, the Vesper and the Excalibur.
Well,
Um,
I swear in one of the Fleet Week streams they did, I thought I heard them comment and say they wanted to finish or are almost finished making all T5 ships as T6. And that's where we're closing in on.
well, there
So,
was also talk about getting a legendary Akira class, and I forget what the other one was. Like there was talk of a couple more legendaries coming out as well.
yeah, yeah. There was so much information they threw at us during Fleet Week.
So lots to look forward to. Basically, is where we're going with that. Today, okay, so again, for those paying attention, I did add 2 people to the party here. Our primary target for today is the new event, which let me pull up the event window.
Here, let
So
me
the
drag them in so they can talk to us when we're.
Oh yeah, that's fine too. So the event is called Fall of the Old Ones. This is the same event that they ran last year for Halloween, although there is a change on this one. So last year we got the TFO, and that's included here, Cat's Tail, which we're going to run here in a moment. But they also added 2 different patrols, and we're going to go over all that. The first part we're going to do is Cat's Tail. We do have room for 1 more person if anybody would like to join in.
While we wait,
There's also. Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's also one thing else that is back that they said was not going to come back ever.
What's that?
If you go to your available missions, you can find Hearts and Minds.
Oh, I missed that. Is that in here?
Yep. It is in the available missions. You have to find it first, and
Sure
the whole
enough.
list.
I need to add that to our primary target. I'll put it on as secondary.
Because I am doing the emote that you get from it.
Yeah, you still get a duty officer that you can only get from that mission. I can't seem to find it in my thing.
It's Franklin Drake gives it. Found it about 3/4 the way down.
Oh, weird. I have 2 Franklin Drakes.
Yeah, I did too.
I've lost contact with...
So nobody's speaking up to take our 5th spot here, so I guess we'll run without him. Oh, never mind. Tabby got it.
Yeah. While we wait for Tabby to get in. Grebog, what would be the coolest part of a Star Wars Star Trek crossover?
To watch Darth Vader get confused?
No, the Millennium Vulcan.
Yeah, that was bad. All right, I'm going to cue us for this TFO so we can get this show on the road. Wee woo.
Wibbo.
Anybody not get the wee woo?
While we're also waiting on this, let me show you. Let's see, graphics. There are maps. I have this up on the blog post, or like on Fleet Action Report site. There's a post with all the cat locations, which is what this map is trying to show you.
It's the yellow triangles.
Yes,
right?
All the yellow triangles are where cats are located. That is just one map, and then there is this map as well. Again, more cats. There are 13 of them in total. So,
but 3 of them are given free. The other 10 you have to work for.
Yes.
All right. Castle Pyrus. So we've got the old ones, and spirits, and witches, and skeletons, all kind of working together, right? Oh my!
Davidians.
Now the prizes are different this year from what last year gave us. Last year we had a mini pet and a kit module that turns your opponent into a cat that debuffs things.
Well, that was cat 1.
There are 34 of these lights to turn on in total.
If 2 people toggle at the same time, you can turn on and off the light.
Yeah, they'll turn back off. You gotta watch out for that.
But once it's been turned on, like, it takes like basically a split second for the toggle not to work. So you could, if you just wait a hair, it will stay on. There is a cat in the end cell down here, which I'm going for now. Right there.
I feel like we're missing candles.
No take candle?
We are. There's one in here. There we go. Okay, now I think we've got all of them.
So I've been maybe that's what I should do. I should try to make an outfit so I look like a kobold.
You don't think you know?
So the trick with the skeletons, they take no damage if they're not in the candlelight. So you need to lure them into the candlelight.
Also, they did disable last year the there was a trick engineers could do that would just like one-shot them. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately. There's a cat in this back hallway.
Yep.
I'll let you have him, Gree.
Right back here by the candle.
Now, I'm in combat, or there is a trick. If you come in here with the ability to like move enemies around,
yes,
it can make these fights easier.
Some people call it the suck box. You have something like that.
There it is, the flaming sword. Molar's flaming sword will do it. And there's a boss up here in our room, and it does work on him as well.
There's also a engineering ground effect that puts fire and chains people to the center of the fire, and will try to pull them into the fire. So
Yeah, I forgot to get that. I apologize.
it's fine.
I mean, I've got it. I just forgot to equip it.
It's all right.
Another trick is to toggle being in threatening stance and standing in the candlelight, so that way they all come to you, and then, yeah.
Another thing, if you have a hard time seeing in here, you can turn your brightness up, because it is a pain on the retina.
It's supposed to be spooky.
I think it also might depend on your graphics card or maybe monitors, because
and you can always toggle lighting 2.0 as well.
On my older monitor, when I look at what's being what OBS is seeing, it is completely. I would not be able to really do this. But with my main monitor, it's fine. One has more levels of blackness than others. Or something, I don't know.
And he's down. Okay, make sure the candles... I think once they're turned on, they count regardless if they get turned back off. But I usually do one last lap around just to turn them all on to be on the safe side.
I take candle.
Yeah, I typically also make sure they're all on before I teleport back, because you never know. It's better to be safe than sorry.
We'll get another cat up here and one over here.
And then there'll be one right after the doorway.
Near the
Right,
spooky
creeping
eyes.
Here, I will grab Tabby. And
now, these candles, you do not have to click on. These turn on automatically, and they don't count as part of the 34. You only get those in the skeleton wing.
Tabby now should be in voice.
Hi, Tabby.
Okay, so at this point, the group gets split. You get teleported into one of 3 different hallways. It looks like I'm the solo player this time. So there's a cat down this hallway.
And I don't think we have a cat mem, so.
Oh,
And
those.
then I gotta fight these spirits. Grebog can show you what he's doing.
I'm in the library, because library. We have witches to start off with. There will be books. He'll tell you, hey, go find a book. Mem's. Oh, thought you were gonna. The book's down here.
Oh, sorry.
And then.
A collection of the best by the true masters.
Puns are, yeah, right there.
So you guys have to return
Go find
the books.
Admiral
I've got to
of
find
Life.
the right ingredients to throw in the cauldron. There it is. And the third room that we are not showing is a spider room where you get attacked by a bunch of spiders.
I'm in the spider room.
There is a cat in the spider room, and there is a cat with the cauldron.
This one is
This one's
missing its
romance?
subtitle. A Kirk adventure.
I once knew where all these book locations were.
Over here.
You must place that book on the
Probably
correct
go by the
shelf.
end of this event too.
That was the wrong shelf.
Go find the many loves of more.
And why do you say
Where's
you
the
must?
cat in the spider room?
You
Yes.
always get witches after.
So you know where? Okay, you know where the. Okay, grab the book. You know when you run in,
Found it.
if you hop
More
across the
never
table,
kisses his
yeah, if you hop
toes.
across the table
He
to the
does
door
have a
opposite where you
power.
came in.
I got it, Tabby.
Well done. The way is now open to you.
Yeah.
Green,
Yeah.
come back for just a second. You can see the names up top.
Yeah, I know. I just
Okay,
happen to have a. Sometimes getting the camera angled right and yada yada, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Wow, it looks like we all.
I was just saying, I used to have the specific bookshelves memorized on where they were, so I only had to run to not read.
Yeah, but I'm just one that shows that anybody coming back later.
There's a cat
Another kitty. There's going to be one on the left and the right up here. I'll go right if someone wants to go grab the left. They're exact same locations, just on the opposite sides.
And fog descend.
So,
So leave here all.
So who went left?
Or meet your end.
Okay, so in here, the trick is to take out the skeleton, which makes the floating head, the giant Zordon, if you want to get that reference. And then the hags become vulnerable. The goal is to defeat the 3 hags. If you aren't quick enough, the skull will show back up and you'll have to reload. But
there
once
are
they're
some
down,
there are some witches that are not the 3 hags that require the skull to be dead to attack. I will note that. There are like 4 or 5 of them, it seems like. And then there's also the 3 flying hags.
another cat, which popped up back there. And then, oh look, Specters.
What will you do?
And then there's one more cat in the next area. And I
There's
will
no
run
real-
up to that.
There's no real trick to get to the Davidian Lord. But there is a trick in here. He will turn immune, and somebody will get phased. Whoever gets phased has to go find these levers and activate one of them, which hits him with lightning and makes him vulnerable. And it looks like it's me. There's a total of 5 of these. And there's the lightning hitting him. And I'm not phased anymore. Somebody else is going to have to do the next one. I was able to get 2 of them when I ran this yesterday. It left me phased long enough where I could run and get both of them. And I mean, it's possible I was just hit with 2 phases back to back, but like my screen color never changed. He's impervious again. And that's all there is to it. And Gree, you got that cat, right?
Yes, I got the cat upstairs.
Okay.
One of your comrades has been failed.
And
Speaking of cats, Mr. Mama Cat wants to say hi.
And a Munich. Yep. Getting hit.
got it.
Awesome. And we're done. Now I have to remember. What rep was I working on something?
go ahead and leave.
The Davirians have been defeated, and the
We did get all 13 cats, all 34 candles, so it's an extra 33 mark, or 80 mark.
Cheers. Good for us.
It's almost like we know where the cats are.
You think? Maybe? I don't know. And I almost hit the wrong button.
Quick game. Delete character.
No, not that button. Let's not do that. All right. So we discovered, well, actually, credit where credit is due. Grebog discovered that the other part of this, the 2 patrols they added, cannot be ran in a group.
I had Mem help me with that one.
Yeah, it was interesting. We tried a few different ways. It's like, okay, it looks like I could add you, but no.
Pick your difficulty for patrols.
Yes,
Right. Okay, so that's a great idea. You might want to run these on the lowest difficulty. There we go. We are set to normal just to make things easier because you are going solo in here, and it's basically a wing of the TFO that we just went through. So, Grebog, which one do you want?
I don't care.
I'll take the Brew then. I'll take the witches.
All right.
So, since we can't run it as a group, we're gonna split here and kind of detail it as we go. Mostly, these are just the individual wings of the TFO, minus like finding the cats. The skeletons, you still have to turn the candles on because the skeletons have to be in the light to be injured. And with the Brew, with the witches, you end up doing the cauldron portion, which is what I just ended up doing anyway. Grab Janeway.
Oh, I should.
Well, actually, for the Witch's Brew, you could do the Cauldron, the Library, or the Spiders.
Yeah, you can get any of them. I got the last time I did it. I got I think I've done both library and the spiders.
Oh, every time I have done this, I have only ever gotten the cauldron, so that's interesting. So apparently it can send you into any of them. I just got lucky, unlucky. I'm not sure how to take that.
There are no cats to find. There is a reason I grabbed Janeway for doing the skeletons. Because she can and will assimilate them.
Oh, yep, I got the spiders this time. Sure enough. Well, and my title that I'm wearing right now is Spider Slayer, so I suppose it works.
Now, you'll notice, even though we are in a group and whatnot, like, he still shows up, and I think I can still see his marker on the map. But, it is definitely, yeah, we're not in the group together.
Well, it even shows you in a different instance.
Out of habit, I still like candles. I don't know why.
Well, you still got to get them in the light.
But there's no count for that, I don't think.
No, there's no bonus for it. I mean, you're only getting 1 progress. So the TFO gets you 2 progress points. Each patrol will only get you 1. You need a total of 28 to get the reward. Oh yeah, and I was talking about that. So last year, the reward was a kit module that turns your enemies into a cat. This year, you get a little thing you can stick in your inventory that will turn you into a cat.
And you get a universal console this year. And I'm going the wrong way.
Come on, come to me. Skeletons. Why are you not
There we
moving? I love it when they don't move.
Well, that's what Molar's sword is for.
Yeah, I don't know that I have that on this guy.
Could someone power it?
Okay, and then you go down the third path, which is the fight with the witches. The
It
hags.
is why I tend to try to light up as many candles as I can get. Here, a threatening posture. I'm angry. Hear me roar.
Looks like Janeway has all your pulls.
It does look like their health has been reduced in here.
I've also noticed that they will stay vulnerable for a little bit after they leave the light. So they do get some weakness.
Yeah. All right, we are done here. Time for final boss room. Well, and getting to the boss.
And once you're done with your individual wing this time around, you get your one progress point and you're done. Then you can either run the same one to get your second point or run the opposing one, however you choose to do that.
Yes. So if you have one that you like better, go. Which is Brew.
Because you don't have the trick with the lights.
Yeah. I will say, I will applaud them 100% for putting this in. You know, it's like, okay, it looks good. It feels good. One's better than the other, I'm sorry.
One's definitely, I would say, easier than the other, especially if you do not have something that pull them into the light.
Better way of saying it.
All right.
We might have time to do.
Are we doing hearts and minds now?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Oh,
I
I've
tried to
never done
invite-
Hearts and Minds.
I've tried to invite everybody back. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how that's gonna work, honestly.
It's easy.
It'll be pretty easy.
Gotta find it. We should be able to do that as a group.
Hopefully.
Let me swap characters then.
I've already done it on this character, but I'm going to do it again.
I'm going to transwarp out there.
You'll have to invite me again. Sorry.
That's okay. Let me do so.
Invite.
So this used to show up every Friday the 13th and also during around Halloween. So they had removed it, or said they had removed it, and it stopped showing up on Friday the 13th. But right now, I'm not complaining. It is currently in game. So either they oopsed and forgot to cut it out of the Halloween stuff, or they just don't care that it's
got put
in.
Sorry to overtalk you there, but it got put in before the Halloween stuff was live. However, that doesn't mean that stuff wasn't loaded in the files.
Are you coming, Mim?
We investigate the thing. Yeah, I'm out there.
Oh, okay.
I am on my way.
Oh, it
Yes.
says everyone go. Oh no! Now it did. Someone not make it? It started showing me bridge officer, bridge officer choices.
It did, but somebody wasn't in the list, so I tried to back out.
there we go.
But
Looks like
Yeah,
we're all
I'm
here.
here. We're all
I
here.
think. Okay.
All of us
Oh, there you
and
go.
our herald staffs.
Well, I've got anti-proton damage to do.
Warning. Hazard detected. Initiating quarantine protocols. Warning.
I don't.
Hazard control damage.
I don't
Oh,
realize
this game.
Kerosene gas.
Okay, so we need blue, green, white. So, if someone's really good at these puzzles, I'll definitely let you go. But otherwise,
Oh, it's doing it for everyone. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll let no. Yeah. I was like, wait, this isn't moving the way I
I'm
expected.
stopping. Someone else is doing it. Because someone else, I had it almost, but you need blue on the left, green in the middle, and white on the right. I had green set up to be mid, but it got changed.
I'm just watching.
Me too.
Looks like Nick's doing it.
I never
trying.
figured this game out.
Maybe if it'll. There we go.
I got it.
Okay.
I overrided it.
And where's the doctor?
Examine the body.
He's dead, Jim.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim.
All the data pads.
Medical
this-
log. Medical.
There you go.
There's some
This is
story
frankly
there.
bare on today.
Definitely feel free to go through all that. And there are other rooms you can technically explore, but none of them have been thrown around and have crazy notes written on data pads.
Kind of reminds me of the Specters. Oh, look, spiders.
Oh, I
Every
should have
time we meet a
tamed
new
one.
Species, they always try to kill us.
Research on the.
Should have tamed one.
The only good bug.
Oh, there's more to come up if you want. We can hold off.
I don't think I have. Let me double check.
Double check.
No, I do not have a spider.
Okay, let him get one. I didn't hear, obviously.
Clones.
How are you firing and I can't skip?
Yeah, how are you firing and I can't skip either?
Must be just the auto fire. Examine the clones. More spiders in here.
No. This is it. All the spiders are done.
Oh, could you?
It's
well.
fine. I'll get them another time.
Well, the good thing is you can always rerun it every 20 hours.
Oh,
But this is a very quick and simple mission. As you can see, we ran this in 5 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And you get a duty officer.
Yep, when you turn it in, you get
Clones? With copies of
A
his
zombie dance.
personality?
a zombie dance emote,
Well, I suppose
a
even
Vulcan
Vulcans can be a
Lirpa,
little
and a
unpredictable.
special
Thank
duty
you.
officer,
I'll
which you'll
send
notice when
someone
you
to-
claim it says unknown. However, if you go to your duty officer roster and go to it shows it's in a box. It's in the box. Once you open it up, it is Dr. Cybok clone. So or
And
Cyback.
he reduces the recharge time for psionic traits.
Yep.
From my understanding, one of the few that has any kind of power like that. People that used to do a lot of psionic ground stuff, really, they went out of their way to every time Hearts and Mind came up to grab him.
Which makes sense.
But, yeah.
Okay. So now that that's all done, I want to take just a minute here, and we mentioned this at the beginning. I want to go over it again. Starting next Monday, we are going to change the time of our stream. We are backing it up by 2 hours, or be 2 hours earlier.
Bringing forward, or something.
So, I guess, depending on how you look at it. So instead of 11 p.m. Eastern, our normal stream time is now going to be 9 p.m. Eastern. That's to accommodate my new work schedule, new job, whole thing. The other side of that is I'm going to be on a rotating schedule. What that is going to look like, I don't know. So whatever, if a time comes up when I'm going to be at work on a Monday, then instead of doing Fleet Action Report on that Monday, we're going to move it to either Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day I am off, and we'll do the show that day. So we will try to keep this as a flowing thing and keep everybody updated. It's probably going to be a little more confusing than the way it has been previously, but hopefully it all works out. It still will be 1 day a week, either Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on the schedule. The primary day is going to be Monday. If I am off work on Monday, it'll be Monday. My issue is the new job is a 24-hour shift. So if I work Monday, it is 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. and it's a medical thing. I'm going to be working on an ambulance. So I can't even like set time aside at work and take my laptop in because I may not be at the station. So we're just going to make this a flowing thing. Maybe at some point in time it will settle down, but that's the way it is for now. Hope I didn't confuse everybody.
And as I said, you kind of keep, since we know people like will be used to coming here on Mondays for stuff. I will still stream on Mondays, even if we have to shift the stream night to like Thursday. And since we do Thursday's fun night, what we will end up doing probably is we'll do the show recording at 9 to 10. Once we get done with the show recording, we will then move into fun night and have fun. So
ultimately it will be a longer stream if that's the way it happens, and that's cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to doing 3-hour streams even when I'm by myself, so.
We've got just a few minutes here. I don't mind cutting out a little early, but we have a full team. So let's do a random TFO and then call it night. You guys good with that?
Or we could do the special.
Special.
The beach assault. They want to do the Draeneur beach assault.
We could do that.
Knowing one that's better done as a group.
No. But it's ground.
Sort of for the simple fact that it takes 10 people to do this one. We are already one team. We need essentially just one other team to join.
Oh, this is a PvP thing too?
No. Basically, you know how the colony holding is. You are defending the colony, and it basically, because the colony is so big, you have 2 teams doing it.
It says our team is too large. I am confused by this.
Probably can only queue.
Because you have people in private that are not in team anymore.
Oh, I see. It's Tabby. All right. There we go.
Because I think if we did get 10 people, if we had 10 people wanting to do it, we could do a private version of this.
And we joined.
And now we just have to wait for 5 more people.
Shouldn't take too long because it's the universal.
Shouldn't
You
take.
would think that.
But there are a lot of people that dislike ground. And this is one that, honestly, I don't have a problem with this one. It's not a bad ground TFO. But I think a lot of people don't understand it, so they don't like it. But basically, you're fighting Zangethi over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't pop, so, and I don't. I'm gonna change my mind, guys, just because this one can run kind of long, and I need to get myself to bed. Let's do something.
I have
quick.
an Iconian TFO.
You have a what? Iconian?
Yeah. My
Or just do a random.
Yeah, just do the
Alright.
Iconian. Let's help them out.
Let's see which one here.
The Matrix, is that a crystalline matrix? Is that Iconian?
The entity? No, unfortunately.
Gateway to Grethor is not a bad one to do.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Well, come on, game.
Hello, computer.
Yeah, I don't disagree, Midnight. It's not terrible. It is a little bit of a longer one, and if you don't have an organized team, it can be a little rough. It's not the worst TFO out there.
No, the one that I dislike is the one with the Elachi assault that you're in a shuttlecraft.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Which we need to do that one during one of our shows where we're highlighting TFOs.
I thought we did that already.
Well, no, we did the mission. We actually did the Romulan mission.
We will not fall.
See, that's how much I dislike it. The mission's bad enough. I don't. Okay. I'll go right.
I'll go with.
Oh, we have a Titan here.
And it's sweetie.
Like to Grethor we go.
Loki's in a Titan, and I'm not in the smallest ship. I thought for sure I would be.
Who's in a small? Who? Yeah.
You.
No, we're the same size.
I think in terms of internal volume, I got Tabby beat.
They literally designed the. I think mine is technically longer than your ship.
All right, well, here we go. Blow them up, guys.
Herald reinforcements are inbound.
Oh, that was fun.
Target shields have failed.
Why are they
The
dancing?
shipyard is secure.
Something goes funky with the gravity well, I found. If you're not the caster, it looks like they're.
I guess let's go help them out.
Was that a technical term?
Yes.
Yes. All the technical stuff.
Ooh, ow, that hurt.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Somebody didn't like me.
The starbase is secure.
All right, I guess we can go back now.
The troop trend.
You like to be close to the planet, right, Mem?
I'd like to find a nice place where I can get 2 or 3 of the things.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Let me get where I can get the radiation gate as well.
I've already triggered this one, but yeah, okay.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of theta radiation.
Nick, on our
Close
side,
them.
I'll get closer to the planet.
Okay. I got
There
it
we
out.
go.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning
You
their
doing
run
okay,
to the
Tabby?
planet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Loki.
Peachy.
Target's shield has failed.
Can you get that radiation gateway up there?
I'm getting it.
Okay.
I find if I
Shipyard
sit
troop
right about where I'm
transports are
at.
beginning their run to the planet.
Oh, I guess there's one between us. Oh, you
Oh,
got
what
that one,
happened
didn't
there?
you?
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their
Raiders.
run to the planet.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
These guys will jump in a portal and ram into you for pretty severe damage if you don't take them out fast.
Shipyard troop
I
transports
have
are
an
beginning their
invisible
run to the
summoning
planet.
portal.
It's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
We're gonna have company!
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I don't know what happened to
Alright.
that ship, but it just went away and blew up off. Like,
I think it was Mammoth and his jellyfish.
I want to. A bioneural warhead is out there. I think the turret on it might have shot it.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
I had to clip it.
Warning. Ship
What'd
is
you
under
clip?
attack.
My technical term.
Ah.
Well, we got all 10. Good for us. I've got another invisible summoning portal.
It's fine. I don't even close the summoning portals. I just let them stay and I blow them up. Don't worry about radiation gateways.
The one that
Shipyard troop
Loki's closing
transports are
right now
beginning
is
their run to the planet.
is one I can reach. Oh, there's one behind me I can't reach, Loki.
Warning. Ship is under
Oh,
attack.
I got this one. Or Tabby, I think you beat me to it.
Target's shields have failed.
Thankfully, where I am, I can heal them from any damage. So even though they get a little bit hurt, I still make it better.
We have doubled the number of transports.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the
Good for
planet.
us.
I mean, this is normal.
True. I still think it's funny.
I thought we did random, so it has to be advanced.
No, you can do random normal.
Ship is
Oh,
under
I
attack.
didn't know that.
But it wasn't random. I queued for this because it's one that was needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had a request for Iconian and then, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe I had to remind myself.
Yep. I know the feeling of it.
1 minute.
We might have 20 bonus by the time.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Yep, there we go. There's 20 bonus.
No, yeah. 30 total. Sorry,
I'm just
I saw
talking
it's
bonus.
Total transports, it's like 30. Oh, there's 33.
Trying to get him moved out. I mean, you know, these darn kids, they never want to move out anymore.
Your kids aren't old enough to move out yet.
Shipyard troop transports are
Just
beginning their
saying.
run to the planet.
Very true. Tabby, I got more coming. Oh, never mind. We got bosses coming in.
Just remember, whatever they say, you're not doing overtime without double pay.
Okay, everyone head over to the... What? Not the starbase, the... Or maybe there's a starbase, I don't know. Head over to the this side, because they will show up here first.
You are correct, sir.
Herald ships are attacking the starbase.
I got the dreadnought.
Yep, that's one of my things, is to kill a dreadnought.
It moved. It jumped.
Oh no!
It's dead, I think.
Yeah, it's dead. I just got credit.
Beat the fleet. Okay. I'm gonna go get these raiders over here.
I'm like, I do a... There we go.
And we are done. That was fast. Alright guys, I am heading off. Next week we are going to do a little bit of a special episode. We are going to enter the workshop with our Murray. Try to help him build a ship, in this case the Titan, into a build that he really likes. So tune in next week for that. We will go step by step through the build and give him the opportunity to ask questions or to give input, however he wants to do that.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. We did that once before. Had a lot of fun doing it, so I'm kind of excited to make that happen. But next week, enter the workshop, and that's going to be it for us tonight. So as always, I will leave you with see you out there.
If it harms no one, do it. Protect the weak from the strong.
Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm going last, so that way I can kill the stream on a set time.
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
If I want to be on fire, I'm joking.
Live long and prosper, everybody.